Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first layout update of the Pennywise Miser Railroad. Thanks for stopping by. Let's go take a look and see what we've been doing on the layout. Well, this is it. This is the start of the Pennywise and Miser Railroad. As you can see, I've got a start on the benchwork. And I've already got quite a jump on the modeler's mess, which comes hand in hand with any big project. The Pennywise and Miser Railroad is an N-scale railroad, and it's fictional in manner, and I'm going to do it proto-lance, so there's going to be some prototypical aspects on this layout from around my area. And eventually the layout will be 2 levels. And to the end at the right here, there'll be a helix going down to the 2nd level. Now I'm doing the layout in sections, I guess you could say modules, as space becomes available. Now for the top level, basically it's going to be a switching layout for right now. Like I said, until I have more space come available. And I'm going to have a branch line and a main line. As in our area, we have Canadian National on the main line. And then we have a branch line which is owned and operated by Guelph Junction Railroad. But Ontario Southland Railroad actually services it. So they do all the movement of cars and that for the Guelph Junction Railroad. Now right now the benchwork as it stands is 15 1/4 inches deep by 7 feet long, and it's in an L. So the bottom portion to the L is 45 inches long, and then the helix will be attached to the end of that. Looking up here at the top of the layout, I do have some track laid. Now it's not secured down. I have the cork road bed in. I haven't soldered the track together yet. That's coming. I just wanted to make sure that the short pieces of flex track that I've used and the longer ones, the joints are good, no big gaps. To start with, my anchor industry is going to be a rail car repair shop. You can see I've got the base of the structure in, and the rails run to it. So it has 3 repair tracks. This 4th track here is going to be for be a supply track for bringing in wheels and axles, any other materials that may be required. The only problem that I foresee with the way it is right now is that I'm not sure whether to put a loading ramp in there, whether I have enough room, or whether it would be prototypical to ramp the rails down so it's actually sitting lower than grade to the height of the floor of a box car or flat car. so if there'd be easy access with like a deck plate to get a forklift on, to get the axles off, or into a boxcar for loading materials. After laying all the track and having a good look at it, I wonder if maybe 15 inches deep isn't quite wide enough. I've got room for the branch line there, and I have my runaround track, you know, right here. The branch line's here. I have enough room for a main line in the back, but I think once I have my backdrop in there, it doesn't leave me much room for anything else. Like if I wanted to put buildings, maybe there's enough room for a bit of scenery, but I also don't have any room for a loop. So what I've come up with is, if you come around to the end here, I'm going to have to add on to the front of the layout for sure. If you can see this line here, I think I'm going to bring a section of the layout out, maybe constantly down on the 2% grade, down into the corner and around, and then tie it into the helix. Now the track I'm using is all Atlas track, and yeah, they're Atlas turnouts. You know, I got to go with what I've got, hence the name Pennywise Miser. I'm going to try to do this layout on the cheap for now with the best results that I can. But I have done some mods to the turnouts just to make sure that they work the best that they can. And I've taken and I've soldered jumper wires to power the frogs, as opposed to just depending on the points. And it seems to work really well. You'll see that in a short clip at the end of the video. For the time being, the layout is just DC. I only have one DCC locomotive. Actually, sorry, I should say two, because it's an F7 A and B unit, Burlington Northern. I'm really looking forward to jumping in with both feet and converting my locomotives over to DCC. The two you see here are Bachmann Spectrum -8s. And I think those will be the first two that I convert over. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Please feel free to leave your comments, criticisms, and opinions in in the comment section down below. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this update, and thank you for watching.